What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and we have officially reached the prime time of spooky season, which means any day now, we could be getting a gameplay trailer for the spookiest character to enter the Mortal Kombat 1 roster. But when is Ghostface going to be released? Some people think we're going to get him right behind the gameplay trailer, but I don't think it's going to happen until that Invasions timer runs out. But I could be wrong, and that has happened before, but luckily for me, we are not here to make official release date predictions. We're here to talk about the gear set. Now, Ghostface is a character who always plays it straight. They always got on the same thing, so we have the opportunity to get pretty creative here. What should the gear set look like? Today, I'm going to give you my opinions, and I want y'all to let me know what you would like to see in the comment section. Remember, you can get as creative as you want to. But don't forget to drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
Alright, before we get into it, let's make sure everybody's on the same page. Ghostface gear piece has to be the knife, right? Let's hope not, but I will say this, don't count it out as a possibility. So the first one we have here is actually a model we have already seen, our classic Ghostface killer. So if you look at the characters we already have on Mortal Kombat 1's roster and then you look at Ghostface design, this one was not hard to nail at all, but needless to say, they knocked it out of the park. We saw the fatality, we saw one Ghostface with another Ghostface pop up. Beautiful visuals. I hate that it had to happen to Sub-Zero, but as we would expect, Ghostface looks perfect in Mortal Kombat 1. Now, enough of the original. Let's go ahead and get to the first one that I want to see added. Now, we got a lot of good masks on this list, but we're blowing off a big one pretty early here because if they put this one in, I think this is the mask my Ghostface would stay in about 95% of the time, and that is the classic Scary Movie mask. I think they could do it though. I didn't know Dimension Films was actually responsible for Scream and Scary Movie. I was wondering how they got away with making such a joke out of Ghostface. I guess that's how they were able to get it done. So, hey, if they let Ghostface be in Mortal Kombat 1 and they own both properties, then I think it's possible and maybe even likely we get this mask as a gear piece. But if we're going to have the joke mask in here, then we got to have some seriously scary ones in here too. And I think the scariest Ghostface mask we've ever seen was actually this one. It looked a lot darker and the face was like cracked out. This mask makes it look like somebody just dug him up out of a grave, like a classic horror villain. And I'm sure there was like a storyline reason for the mask looking like this, but I've only seen like the first and maybe the second Scream movie, and that was like a long time ago. I saw the TV series as well, which was pretty good. So yes, this is one that I would like to see in here because this brings out the darkness in the character. It gives you those dark vibes you want to feel when you think about characters like Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, or even Leatherface. Now the next one I have here actually is not a mask, but it could still work because even though it's not a mask, it's kind of like a different design under the mask. Now we've seen different gear pieces for like Cyrax and Sector where you can't necessarily take off the mask, but they'll do things to work around it. I think you could do the same for Ghostface. Now you don't want to take their mask off, of course, unless it's a Mortal Kombat character under there, but I think we could do things where we don't change the mask, we change the hood and the little thing around his shoulders, we'll just say that. But this picture is proof that you can do some interesting things around the mask as well without even changing the mask at all. So that's going to be my fourth pick. Now the next one, I don't even know what we got under here. Let's see. We have Ghostface with the horns. Now, if I was sure about anything, I'm pretty sure we will see Ghostface with the horns. Now, if you look at his chest, he has this red thing on it, and I think that looks really good as well, but I think this would kind of be like a completely new skin opposed to like a gear piece. But as stated, you can do some interesting things around the mask, but if we do get a mask with horns, I do hope it's red like this. Well, I mean, we could change the colors of the mask, right? So it wouldn't matter. It could be red, white, black. Ooh, black? If they make it like a pitch liquid black, that would go crazy. So yeah, this is one I think we're definitely going to see in here, but again, we don't know if that mask is in fact the gear piece yet. So the next one, oh, come on, y'all. We got the classic we got the classic. Now, if you've ever been trick-or-treating and wore a Ghostface mask or not, I'm sure somebody around you had to have it. There's a little heart you put in your hand, and when you squeeze that heart, the blood runs down his face. This one has to be a lock. It has to be a lock. I think more than any of them, more than even the Scary Movie mask. You gotta have the blood pumping Ghostface mask in this. Just think about the intro when he's doing his little dance thing, probably dancing around like Smoke with the knife. And then you just see the blood running down the face. I think it'll be a great visual. And this is probably the most Ghostface thing I have ever seen, because every Halloween I run into these masks where you can squeeze it and pump the blood out. One of the best Halloween masks of all time, I will say. The next one we got in here. Now this, I really don't have a picture of it for, because I don't think anybody's drawing this up. Now this is a Jason thing, of course, wearing the hockey mask, but I mean, just like Sector and Cyrex, we see all kind of different masks, like the Japanese mask, the things that look like gas mask. Why can't we change Ghostface mask? Is it because he's a guest character? No. Peacemaker and Homelander got some pretty interesting gear, so I think you can make it work for Ghostface as well. Now the next one, now we are getting creative. Can we get a Scarecrow mask for Ghostface? Now, Batman is a WB property. I really thought Harley Quinn was going to make it into Combat Pack 2 and be our DCU representative in Mortal Kombat 1, but it didn't happen. But I still think we got to get somebody from DCU in here before it's all said and done. If the characters are at your disposal, you got to use them. Even if it's just giving Ghostface a Scarecrow mask, I would be fine with it. I'll take it. One of my favorite villains in Batman, in fact. Give him the fear toxin as well. Now the next one, now this is just kind of like a example, I would say. I want to see Netherrealm Studios make their own version of the Ghostface mask. Much like when we saw characters like Sub-Zero, Raiden, and Scorpion in Injustice, their costumes look like they were from that Injustice universe. And this is something I would like to see for all of the guest characters, actually. We see them in the game as they are from their own universe, but I wish all of them had like a second skin that was created to make them look like they were from the Mortal Kombat universe, to kind of give us Netherrealm's take on the character. So we probably won't get this one, but I would like to see Netherrealm's take on Ghostface as well, to make him look even more bloody, like with the stitches in the mask. I think it would look really cool. Now the last one we have here is another one that would be kind of unique to Mortal Kombat. Well, kinda, because I guess Ghostface looks like him anyway. But the last one I have is the Grim Reaper. Now with this one, all you really got to do is give him a mask that looks like a skeleton. Maybe pull the hood down a little bit and darken it up. I think that'd be a good look for Ghostface as well. But that's it. Those are the gear pieces I would like to see for Ghostface. Again, unique character who always really has the same look. So Netherrealm Studios has a lot of room to play around here if he gets a lot of gear sets. Or pieces, I guess, since we really don't got gear sets anymore. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. Would y'all be happy to see any of these? Which one of these would be your favorite? And last thing, what should Ghostface's second fatality be? I know what I want to see. I spoke about it in this video up here, so make sure y'all check that out. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.